Okay, just checking. Parth Prabhu, do you remember which verse was it?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I think the big purport was verse 22 to 25, which Pranali Mataji have already read.
Yeah, but I don't know if we have discussed the whole purport. As far as
No,
I
we we,
remember,
we didn't discuss the whole purport, but Mataji read the verse and purport.
purport also, did she read completely? I think we stopped at some point.
Mm,
Yeah, sorry for my bad memory. Anyone
mm,
remembers, or should we just quickly, briefly go and then we will know? Okay, let's start.
yes, Prabhu.
ओके ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति स्म पदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलान् श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे I welcome you all to our systematic study of Vedic scriptures. In that, we are discussing a very, very important chapter. Uh, Am I audible? Fine.
Yes, Prabhu. Audible.
Um, this chapter is very, very important, emphasized by various acharyas in the past. We also have read about it. Why? Because this is the means through which one could come to an understanding of devotional service by studying this chapter. Hmm? Because the three modes of material nature, I think most of our time we are spending in this to understand, oh, what is goodness, oh, what is driven by passion, oh, what are the symptoms and characteristics of ignorance, why people are behaving like this, why I am behaving like this. Is it only um, mm, is it only supposed to be like this? Is it only supposed to be like this, or is there something wrong in me, or is it something wrong in creation? So all these questions are very well clarified by Lord Krishna to Arjuna through this, so that one's um, bhakti, mm, the devotion, um, which is innate, which is already there, present, but because of these coverings, it's not manifesting. So when these coverings are removed, then what happens is that one can see uh, that yes, of course, I am also a bhakta or bhaktin. Mm, I am a servant of the Lord. Mm. So to understand, I am a Krishna Das or Dasi. So to understand this, these coverings are uh, problems. Mm. So to understand this, it's already opening the doors. It's already removing those coverings. It's already helping us to elevate to a stage where we can transcend and understand this. Yes, it's devotional service, and it's devotional service through which one can attain ultimate uh, mm, success, or even we can start our journey, mm, because we identify ourselves. So in that, we have discussed various topics about what is the reason why we are in this modes of nature, and how strong is this, and how one can escape from this. So when we were discussing about verse 21, there we were discussing. um, Arjuna asked three questions. Arjuna's questions first asks, what symptoms of transcendence will manifest in a person no longer affected by the modes? So when we didn't believe that there is some when we didn't believe that there is something superior to us or our own nature, yeah, that's okay. We may always just think in the limits of mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. The question, Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan expands and rephrases this question in a way: how do we understand that someone has already transcended? Huh? As There was a Prabhu from Hamburg, he was asking, how do we know? How do we know is someone by seeing them? How do we understand who is in which nature? Huh? And what is his behavior? So first thing is symptoms, and second thing is the behavior. Huh? Is his behavior regulated or enacted according to his own desire? And final question is more important. By what practices does he achieve transcendence? So first thing is he a success story? Second thing is that what does he do, and what brought him to that position? So these are the questions that mm, were asked by Arjuna to Lord Sri Krishna, and then Krishna is answering them. And mm, to understand this verse, we can break it down. Verse 21, 2. Where is that? Yes, you're able to still see the screen, by the way.
Yes, Prabhu.
So Sri Bhagavan Vacha Prakasam cha Pravittam cha Moham eva cha Pandava na dveshti sampra, sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati उदासीनवद् आसीनो गुणैर्यो न विला विचाल्यते गुणवर्णन्त इति एवं यो वतिष्ठन्ति ने नेङ्गते सम दुःख सुख स्वस्थ सम लोष्टास्म काञ्चन तुल्य प्रिया प्रियो धीरस् तुल्य निन्दात्म संस्तुतिः मानापमानयोस्तुल्य मित्रारि पक्षयो सर्वारंभ परित्यागी गुणातीत गुणा गुणातीत स उच्यते. So a person who has achieved success is he does not hate elimination, attachment, delusion when they are present, or long for them when they disappear. Hmm. Very interesting. Here we see he doesn't long for them when they disappear. Who is unwavering and undisturbed through all these reactions of metal qualities, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing that the modes alone are active. This is the state. Just we have to understand. We have to understand that it is this electrification or is happening due to what? It is due to the modes of metal nature, because we are in a field, just like when there is an electromagnetic field. What is it called? We may see this, yeah, when someone is taking a radio, or what is that, X-ray. They put a label outside saying, "Hey, this area is exposed to magnetic waves." So the fields are affecting us. Similarly, the field in which we are, the modes of metal nature affect us. And then, who is situated in the self and regards alike happiness and distress, who looks upon a lump of earth, a stone, a piece of gold with equal eye, who is equal towards desirable and undesirable, who is steady, situated equally well in praise and blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friend and enemy, and who has renounced all material activities, such a person is said to have transcended the modes of nature. So we come across very, very rare such people in our life. But if we come across, we can understand that our life is successful. Why? Because their field of their field empowers us that we can also develop such great qualities. because they are not envious. If you see, they are not envious, which means they don't want to keep everything for themselves. Uh, they don't want to just think, hey, after all, I have worked for many years and I have attained it. Oh, it's a perfection. I don't want to share with anyone. If I share with anyone this power, what I got, this Kriya Yoga I have done for ages, so that by the blessings of Guru or by blessings of my own sadhana, by the Lord, I have attained this. Now I should keep it very secret. Mm. This is also one of the you may come across if you hear to some Ashtanga yogi practitioner, he would say that, hey, can you please tell me what did you learn? No, 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 I will not say. Or as soon as I say whatever power I received or acquired, achieved, will be gone. Okay, so now we come into the purport. I think, as far as I remember, we discussed. Did we discuss? I think we covered the next question concern the dealing of presence in the person. Um, I don't know. Is Ajarasa Prabhu now joined or Ajarasa Prabhu? We are still struggling to find the verse. I don't think it is 20. Hmm? No, he's not there. Fine. There is no harm to reiterate the message of what Krishna is telling and how Prabhupada is helping us. So, as part of the symptoms of transcendence, is Krishna first indicates that such person is free from envy and hankering. And I think we were discussing these are deadly. These are deadly. Why? Because these kill our spirit of actually going back to home, back to Godhead. Uh, there is, if at all there can be any hope, that hope can start after we give up envy, after we give up hankering. Hanker is something that, oh, I am always wanting, wanting. This is the problem for attachment. Yeah, and envy is a kind of a dissatisfaction. After all, I came to this world for happiness. After all, I came to this world to be loved. After all, I came to this world to enjoy. After all, I want to be a master. So all these things are um, um food. What is the food for it? Yeah, it's envy. To have all these things. When we give up envy and we develop humbleness, then what will happen is then we understand, oh, huh, there is no difference between a person who is enjoying, a person who is suffering, because after all, both are servants. Maybe one servant is enjoying fruit of what he has done in the past, another servant is serving now. Otherwise, there is no problem. Both are servants. Just like in a hospital, both are patients. One patient is suffering with one disease, another patient is suffering with another disease. One may walk properly, and other may not walk properly, but he may have some other problem. So the problems are there. So that is the understanding. And when we understand, then we have pity. Huh? How can we envy others when they are also struggling? Out of compassion, out of um, care for them also, because we very well know what is suffering means, because we are suffering every day, right? So we cannot say that, hey, others are enjoying. How foolishly we are thinking that, when we understand the reality of this world, when someone is caught up in the material modes of nature, how can he be happy? Huh? It is only temporary. For a moment he may be happy, for a moment he may not be happy, or the otherwise. Huh? So that is the nature of the modes of material nature, where we are affected by. So Krishna is saying, a person who has succeeded, he is free from envy and hankering. Mm. So he no desire for repulsion, uh, and then that as long as one is in this body, one has to act uh, neutrally. This is our challenge. I think we have always been favoring, biasing our life as per our desire. If I speak this, uh, I don't know, Pranali Mataji, you may have come across people like, when they talk, they are very careful what to talk, mm, so that they will make best out of the situation in that moment. that matter, they don't even care if they're cheating or not cheating. Anyone came across such people? Hmm?
Yeah, I came across.
Hmm.
You know Prabhuji already, with whom I
Hmm.
came across and everything.
Yes.
But I got to
But
know
if you come across a sadhu, you will not
yeah,
come across such a person. Huh?
yeah,
If a person is not envious, he always genuinely want to help you. Yeah, whatever situation you are, he will try to see how he can help you, because he sees that, hey, a person who is suffering, a person who is in a diseased condition, he needs help, isn't it? It's not like, hey, you'll be doomed for your entire life or lifetimes in that kind of condition. And no, he is genuinely picking up interest in you for your welfare, because he knows that Krishna is a supreme Lord, and he knows that I am a servant because I am not serving. So he sees that, oh, Krishna, mm, after all, the existence of this person is to serve. When he's not doing it, Lord is anyway happy if he's served or not served, but he's seeing that, oh, this fallen soul, he's suffering. So a sadhu is understanding the pain of the Lord. He's saying, hey, just imagine a father when his children are addicted to bad habits, what will happen? The father has genuine feeling. Yeah? After all, the father is a being, and we are talking about the Supreme Father is a supreme being, Purushottama. Uh, so he also has genuine feelings that, oh, his children have shown their back and left him, um, and okay, as long as if the kids were doing well, if the kids are successful, if the kids are really enjoying, yeah, there is no problem. But the kids are, or his children are, what are they doing? They are rotting in the world of duality. And when a sadhu comes, a sadhu is always saying, oh, how can this, how can, um, it's not like, okay, the purpose of the Lord is to punish. The purpose of Lord is to come to facilitate so that lessons learned can happen soon and come back. So a sadhu is not envious of people if they are very rich. Rather, he is seeing, oh, this richness, if it is materially driven. So he is just seeing how he can educate him that, oh, all this is temporary. Maybe one day you can come to real understanding. Take prasadam, take this book. Hmm? uh, Join us in different ways of different projects that we are doing, so that we can, yeah, one way or the other, there are 10 ways and we take one way, and we never know which clicks. And then in that way, he can uh, bring the person back on track. So, um, so he's not envious, and he himself has no hankering. What will what will we do, hmm, when we all our desires are fulfilled? What will happen? Huh? Rishabh Prabhu, what will happen when all your dreams are fulfilled? Sanoj Prabhu, what will happen when all your dreams are fulfilled?
When all my dreams are fulfilled,
Hmm.
I might make some more dreams. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. There is never ending, right? There is a train of dreams. We think that, okay, by finishing this, our job is done. But as soon as we are done, there is some other dream, because that's the life. That's the life. As long as you still think that this dream or this desire is, if it is fulfilled, we want it to perfection, right? Hmm? We are always seeing that, oh, I wanted it just not 99%, I want it 100%. And we always try to get that 100%, which is not possible. And that's why we continue to find ways like this, like that. Huh? I want servants. When the servants are there, we will have other problems. When the other problems are there, we may get rid of the servant. But when the servant is gone, then we'll have another problem. So it's always like we are trying. We think that our desire is fulfilled. Huh? But the reason why we are still dreaming for new dreams, hmm, or desiring for new dreams, is, or trying to fulfill the new dreams, is because we are not getting happiness. Hmm. We try this, we try that, we fail here, we fail there, and then this is a train of thoughts that come into our mind and keep us busy, busy, busy. So in that way, what is happening is that our hankering is increasing more, isn't it? Hmm? Our hankering, because we have attached some returns from what we have invested. No, isn't the case? We did something, so definitely we want what? A return. How many of us have done something without any return? Hmm? Without any return, I do it.
What do you mean by return prophecy? Something expecting
Result,
some.
result.
Yeah, I did some of the things.
Maybe like.
For example, if somebody asks something, I'm not expecting something from them. Or if I'm doing some projects, I'm not
Hmm.
expecting any result. Just wanted to
Hmm.
do it and complete it.
Why? Don't you
Uh,
expect a kind of satisfaction that, oh, end of the
just
day
it
you have
will
did
feel
something good
happiness.
for
That's
others?
it. Yeah, it's completed. It's feel happiness.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So I feel like yeah, that's I did something good.
Hmm.
So with intentionally or unintentionally. So
Yeah.
that's nice. That feeling will be. I don't know how to express it.
Hmm. Yeah. Thanks, Mother Prabhu. Others? Mm. Yeah, the group is quite silent. It's very cold outside. Cold winters. Yeah. What do others say?
Every time, whatever there is something which is satisfaction or happiness, whatever for our own
Mm.
mind.
Yeah. Even we have satisfied, even if we whatever we have a goal we achieved, yeah. But then what is happening? It's not giving happiness because I think the other day we were discussing, right? We are so we are driven more by uh, dissatisfaction. If we are satisfied, will we do anything? Huh? I heard the most happiest country. mm, I mean, I don't know what is latest statistics. I'm not talking about what is the richest country. I'm not talking about successful, so to say. I'm talking about most happiest country in the world was Denmark. The reason is the people are satisfied with what they have. They're not looking, hey, they anyway know, hey, we cannot be the best number one like US. Huh? Uh, they they know it's not possible for good reason, so they accept where they are. Yeah. Usually, otherwise, the people who are in the mode of passion, what they do is they say, "Hey, next year we should go at least one level up. Next year, one level up, and finally we should be the leaders." Every one of us have this tendency of to become leaders, and this is a fight of leadership. Everyone, yeah. If it is US, it want to be the number one leader. If it is China, want to be the number one leader. If it is Germany, want to be number one leader. Uh, Russia number one, India number one, uh, everyone. Uh, uh, I can say like, have you seen street dogs? Every dog barks very loud. No, Hemagori Mataji. Every dog, as soon as as soon as if some stranger or someone is coming in, then the dog starts barking. It says, "Hey, this is my area. Who are you?" Hmm? Anyway, the topic is still about hankering. So the hankerings are very dangerous because when we don't know, with the knowledge, with this, what was the tool that we picked up from Jada Bharat pastime is that we need a sword. We need a sword of knowledge. As long as we are having this knowledge, then at least we recognize that hey, I am in danger. When we don't even have that knowledge, We cannot even save ourselves. We need to acquire this knowledge, and that's why when we are talking about Bhagavad Gita chapter 13 to 18, we are going to learn many important tools and means through which we can cut this avidya, uh, the disease that is deep. We were also discussing about the uh, pancharoga. The first one we were talking about avidya, asmita. So anyway, so this knowledge is very important, and especially this chapter, Srila Prabhupada is saying this opens the door to understanding of devotional service. Otherwise, yeah, so we can live in knowledge, we can live in meditation, but ultimately we not towards the right understanding, and then we lose the essence of the whole Bhagavad Gita. Hmm. Yeah. Anyone have a question here? No, then I'll just continue. So the qualities of the modes of middle nature in the body. Is someone speaking?
Yeah, I have one question. You said
Yes.
that Prabhuji, when you are in a form of transcendental, there is no envy.
Hmm.
And so, what about the situation when you are in a situation and somebody is envy on you and coming at you? What what is that?
Yeah.
How can you deal
So
with that?
yeah. So you, because you are unbiased. Yeah. You're seeing not an enemy. You're not seeing someone as enemy. Yeah. If you are situated in the knowledge, if you understand that this person is under the modes of material nature, if he is affected, if we are affected, then we immediately, yeah, we both are, what do you call this? Shake hand each other. Hey, we are of same nature, we are of same kind, we are of same thoughts, we have same goals. But actually, when a person who is behind or who is trying to improve or who is trying to perfect himself, by understanding the signs of the modes of material nature, how they function, then he understands it is dangerous. If I am envious on you, uh, as a response, if you are envious of me, anyway, I am already in the cycle of birth and death again and again. But what about you? Do you want to be there? After all, Bhagavad Gita chapter 14 is telling that that is very dangerous, that's very harmful. So we take a conscious choice, isn't it? Ajay Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, clear. And
So just because,
suppose
uh,
this envy is coming from your own family member, then what? How should we proceed?
yeah,
Because
the best thing how to handle envy, hmm, is to be, yeah, you have to not immediately react to it, because yeah, we can see the pattern. We can very well know a person is coming because he wants something. A person is talking because yeah, he is in the mode of goodness, or he is in the mode of passion, or he is in the mode of ignorance. You know very well. You maintain a level of distance, because yeah. Um, do you know this? What is it? These things are very contagious.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's not only the COVID that is spreading like anything. Envy is spreading like anything.
yeah,
It needs more protection. Uh, COVID, you could cover it through masks and sanitizers, and all these things can save you, maybe from COVID. But envy, it's not so easy, uh, because the world is filled color. Mm. Let me find that verse. It's Swastiastu color. Yeah, I don't know if 18:9. Yeah, Swastastu Vishwasya Khala Prasidatam. This world is filled with khala, envious. Uh,
Mhm.
Dhyayantu Bhutani Shivam Mita Diya. Manascha Bhadram Bhajatad Adokshage. Uh, Ayveshyatam no Matir Api Ahaituki. So it's saying the best way, how, what should we do? To your question is, May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing Bhakti Yoga, for by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. So, what they need, what we need, is Bhakti only,
Hmm.
and we can pray for that. Therefore, let us engage at the feet of Adhokshaja. Here, where is that? Manascha Badram Bhajatad Adhokshaje. What should we do? Uh, we should practice. Uh, by how can we become calm? By practicing devotional service. To whom? Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja, I think in the purport Prabhupada gives why Adhokshaja, Lord is referred here and why such a prayer is offered. Therefore, let us
Hmm.
all engage in the service of Supreme Transcendence Lord Krishna and always remain absorbed in thought of Him. When we are always thinking of Him, we can escape, we can save ourselves, we can guard ourselves. Hmm. The, the Prahlad Maharaj prays in this verse, Khala Prasidatam. May all envious persons be pacified. The material world is full of envious persons, but if one frees himself of envy, he becomes liberal in his social dealings and can think of others' welfare. So it starts there. When uh, we are saying that, okay, about others' envy, there is also envy in us. Otherwise, why are we here?
Hmm.
When we get purified, our consciousness, our vision, uh, then we can understand, oh, yes, I am behaving. I was also behaving like this before, isn't it? Huh? Doesn't this come to us logically, genuinely, obviously? Hmm?
Hmm.
I was also doing all this nonsense. Usually, when we see, what do you call this? Yeah, a student in the university, we may see here he may have a lot of bad habits. A person who went through that journey, who had bad habits and has given up, he can see, hey, once I was also like this, but now, as the time went, the time taught me what I should be. I cannot get intoxicated. I cannot do this. I cannot. Uh, or some kids may be very, very violent. Is it violent is the right word? Violent, right? Yeah,
In the denial mode.
very aggressive. Yeah, they may be very, very aggressive. They may be very aggressive, and they want to, for their own benefit, want to do all kinds of things. Yeah, one, yeah, one can see that. Oh, I was also not. Uh, so clean and clear. My chat is also having lot of such dots in the past. By Krishna's arrangement, by the spiritual master blessings, somehow I have come to an understand. At least now I know what it is. Hmm. Whether I have developed or got free from envy, that is second. But at least I can see, hey, we are all sailing in the same boat. Maybe someone is sitting in the front, someone is sitting in the back. Anyone who takes up Krishna consciousness and engages himself completely in the service of the Lord cleanses his mind of all envy. Manas chapadram bhajatam adhokshaje. Huh? Therefore, we should pray to Lord Nrsimhadev to sit in our hearts. Actually, this verse comes after our famous verse where we read every day, right? Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Mastejas Tejase Avir Bhava Vajranakha Vajradamshra Karmashayan Randhaya Tamograsa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuishta Om Shram. So these are the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. So this comes after this. Ajay Prabhu, did it answer your question?
Yeah, very good. Very well
So
answered, sir.
yeah, so we can focus on our improvement, and Krishna is seeing our genuine interest and that we want to rectify ourselves, and then he will arrange things which can which can be intense. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, why is not Lord taking care in spite I am becoming a devotee? How many of us have this question? Huh? After all, I have took the path of devotion, but but still I have a lot of problems. No one has this. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji, yeah. Feel
Huh?
like that.
We always have this, yeah, because we are so much accustomed to comfort zone. We are very comfortable, but when the comfort is gone, we are taking to the Lord. So we actually are practicing devotion after we created problems, isn't it? We created all kinds of problems, and now we are trying to rectify. So do we know how much bulk of heap of problems we have created? Hmm? Yeah, there's a lot. Mm. And just imagine there's a big hall of 50 square meters and there is one fan. Adilasa Prabhu. How much wind or how much air it can supply?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, it does. Where is the power? Power matters, right? So we have to get this power by what? By practicing bhakti. When we practice bhakti, then we get the power. Otherwise, if we put the fan in number one and the whole big hall, uh, what is the use? Maybe some very slight relief, but are we able to appreciate that? We cannot appreciate it. And meanwhile, what is happening? The temperatures outside are increasing to 30 degrees to 40 to 50, and then you think, hey, there is no point of actually doing all this. I've been very hard, very sincere, very um, honest, noble. I did all these things, but you know what? Sun, God is not. Showing mercy. Huh? He's yeah, from 30 degrees morning 9 o'clock, it became 12 o'clock, it became like 40, at 2 o'clock, it became 50. Huh? But my power, what happened to my power? It is still same, spinning, spinning, spinning with very less power. Hmm. Isn't it? But when one takes to bhakti, then what is happening? Then he is able to uh, show his genuinity. Yes, Lord, I am ready. And of course, is this readiness because of what troubles we are going through? Is that is the reason? Because we have troubles, that's why we are doing. Are we doing some false promises to Krishna? Uh, hmm. Ajay Prabhu, if you have learned car driving, and then what happened is, if you say, hey, I want to become a chauffeur, and you want to get employed in a yeah, some rentals, yeah. Uh, wouldn't he check your skills? How good are you? How good you can drive? How safe you can drive?
Yeah, definitely, Prabhu. We will check and then
Yeah.
offer me a job.
But as soon as when the tests are there, of course we are not happy, right? Huh?
Yeah,
Like
test
uh,
makes you
no one,
stressful little.
no one wants a test or even a driving license. Someone wants to make a driving license. When there is a test, it means a lot of stress. Yeah, you have to read, you have to write, you have to learn, you have to whatever you didn't do before, whatever you're not expert before, you are doing it now. So then genuinely there will be some tests. But if you understand the purpose of test is to do what? To give our own safety. Otherwise, uh, without the test, how confident can we drive?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? So when we are not confident, so it's not good because we may make it, we may break it, isn't it?
Let's
Mm.
go.
So yeah, so these are some basics so that we can understand bhakti and what can happen in this process, and we should be very patient. Titikshasva. Mm. Yesterday in Srimad Bhagavatam we were reading Titikshas. Yeah, so it's very important that we should tolerate whatever things are happening. I mean, anyway, the topic of envy is very broad. We can even understand from where is it coming, and how can we in our own life, how can we understand this? How can we escape from such a blasts. We know, right? As soon as when we know that there is a risk of terrorism and attack of some place, uh, we want to leave. The other day in Japan, when there is tsunami alerts, so many people left home, right? Huh? Now people may think, hey, how can you leave a home? How can you leave your relationships? How can you leave? And uh, didn't the people leave? They left. They have to leave to save, to survive. Yeah, when we understand that we need to survive in process of devotion, we should understand uh, by going closer, there is a risk of ourselves developing more envious, becoming more envious, and if we can, uh, if we can, we should understand. Okay, what is the ways? That is the solution part. Yeah, one solution already we found here. What is that? To pray for our well-being, for others' well-being. Yeah. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mhm. Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
when we feel the sense of envious, that I'm getting envious of this person, and we
Mhm.
realize that I'm getting this envy because of any reason. So what should we do? Should we ignore it? Okay, I'm getting envious. I should not be.
We should pray to the Lord that, hey, make me more humble. And this is one thing we should pray. Definitely, prayers are our power. The power of prayers can actually control, because one cannot be um, cleansed from envy to 100%. There's always something, because as long as we are in this material world that is driven by envy, so it will be there, but one can reduce uh, the dose of it and thus getting affected. And of course, when one is in this material world, already has come to that stage of transcendence. Yeah, here we are talking about, yes, they are not envious. They're not envious. So until that stage, what we should do is we should continue to pray, 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 so that my heart is filled with so much envy. As soon as I see success of someone, I'm not able to sleep well. Oh, I'm I'm affected by this feeling. I don't know what is that feeling, but when um, I am not honored, uh, then I feel very disturbed. Uh, so all these things, as soon as, yeah, of course, we know very well about us. If we can hear our own inner voice very carefully, what is that we are longing for? What is that we are disturbed? Uh, we should immediately, yeah, offer prayers to the Lord. May Lord please take this out. I don't know why this is coming again and again. So please purify this. And the second support we can take is the Shastras, Bhagavad Gita. We understand the effects of it. We understand the solution. Krishna is saying, take the weapon and cut it. What is the weapon? Knowledge. When we understand, there is a whole, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur has given a lot. No, sorry, Baladev Vidyabhushan has given elaborate explanation how this envy manifests and what kinds of it and how to overcome it. Yeah. Envy comes because we are expecting some credits. Because of course I worked hard. It's my right to expect it. No, Adilasa Prabhu. As soon as when we are doing something, we are expecting out of it something. And instead of me, if someone gets, I am disturbed, because after all I worked hard, and how can be that he can get it? When we appreciate the plans of the Lord, then we have no problem. Yeah. After all, I'm not doing for something, but okay, even if I'm doing for something, it's not coming. Yeah, Krishna has a different plan. Yeah. Usually we take the example, right? We usually think that the more money you have, the more happiness you can be. Huh? That's why always we are praying for more money, and the Lord, oh, if He's not giving, yeah, in that also there is in that disguise, there is also a blessing. That, oh, if I cannot handle the money properly, what is the use of getting so much money? Huh? If I'm not a businessman, what is the use of getting so much money? What will I do with it? Will I make a pillow of it and sleep on it? Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, yeah. Right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyone else? We have two things to give up: envy and anchoring. Hmm? So everyone are ready with the weapons? Huh? Is it clear? What do we need? How
Hare
can we
Krishna,
handle?
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Madhuri Mataji.
Hare Krishna to all the listeners. So I'm listening about the anchoring and envy. When
Mhm.
we have an envy for a good things, is it okay? Like, for example, I want to earn good because I want to help so and so people. Is this good, or we should not have any kind of envy?
But what is the envy? What is your definition of envy?
Like um, like if I see, say, a nice car, and then suddenly a thought will come, oh, it's a nice car, I want this, like
That
that.
is not envy. That is only desiring.
Okay, so can you please explain me?
Hmm. Envy is something that you have it, I don't have it, and I want it.
Yes, yeah,
So if someone has a car, that's fine for me. If I want to have a car, that's okay. Yeah, I can. Also, if I have money, I will buy it. Otherwise, that's fine. Not being disturbed by someone's having it. Mm. As soon as someone
oh,
have it, if you think, oh, I don't have it, someone is appreciated. Everyone is going to Madhuri and appreciating her, and then others are really burning out of it. Oh, see, why? What did she do? What great did she do? Uh, that why everyone is going unnecessarily? So that means I have envy because I'm not appreciating your greatness.
yes. Basically, a comparison and the,
Yeah. Yeah, because that was the comparison we made in the spiritual world. Of course, this
yes,
question always can come, hey, how did we do that when we are in spiritual world, when we are pure, when we all these things? I divert to this question, this class from Keshav Maharaj. Yeah, there is
yes,
there is one there is some percentage of people who were having these questions. Not everyone, and unfortunately, we are part of that. So this envy is there as soon as when we see someone is an enjoyer. If I cannot tolerate, then I have envy in me.
okay. And when we come across such people like
Hmm.
this, um, s- and if they are wanting something from me because they
Hmm.
feel that they don't have it, but um, they envy it from me. So
What do you mean by envied from you? They're not asking from you. They're only thinking,
yeah, they are
hey, you
just
have it. That's why
yeah.
they're not. Even if you go and give them, na, they'll say, hey, I'm not a beggar.
Yes, kind of like this. So how should we maintain the relationship with these kind of people?
How
Like
to
for
main
us.
how to maintain, find a ways when you can glorify them. When there are something good things that they do, appreciate that, so that their enviousness upon you reduces, because the means of overcoming is by appreciation. When we genuinely appreciate each other
Yes.
for what we have, then yeah, this envy will um, the poison, yeah, the effects of this envy will reduce, not minimize. You can always
And
see,
if
because after all
these,
the cause of
yeah,
after all the cause of this envy is that appreciation, right? So you're not getting what
yes,
you want. Yeah.
yes,
Hmm. But again, you should not fake it. Yeah, you should be very genuine.
yeah,
Definitely means you cannot say, "Hey, wow, you have messed up someone's life so nicely. Appreciate it." Huh? That will
yes,
only mess up. Hmm. Either the person will feel offended, or even if he thinks, yes, I'm skillful in this. Yeah, if you have any doubts or if you have any needs, come to me. Both are not helpful for us.
Right. And
Okay.
to some extent, if it doesn't work, then do we give up on these people or just
Yeah, it
we
depends
keep
again
trying?
on it depends on whom you are dealing with. If you are dealing with blood relation, you need to know what to do. If you're dealing with society, you need to know what to do. If it is the if usually when we talk about the circles, right, there are some inner circles, there are some outer circles. Yeah, the inner circle is, yeah, if you just see the core, hmm, is your direct family. The next circle is, yeah,
Mm,
your parents. The next circle is your relatives. The next circle is your neighborhood. So in that way, depending the farther the circle is, the easier you can maintain distance, right? Because you very
yes.
well know that, hey, this is not good for them, not good for you. Why should, yeah, there is no need.
Mm,
When you get closer and closer into the circles, the challenge comes. And when you come to the people who are very, very envious, who are just sitting in the same house where you are living, what to do? Yeah, as I said, we can pray for them. We can pray for us. We need
and keeping
protection. We pray for
distance will
that.
help. That's what
Not
you,
supporting. When I'm saying, what does it mean? Keeping distance means not like, okay, you live in bedroom, I live in a living room. Huh? The
yeah,
distance here is actually meaning that you are not supporting them, what nonsense they are doing.
yes,
They may pull you. They may definitely pull you because they won't don't let you live freely, right? They may
yes,
pull you. Yeah, you just don't have to, say, hey, hey, no, 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 I didn't. When the time comes, uh, one will appreciate what we are doing. But our focus
exactly.
is that we don't make mistakes. If someone is saying something, let them speak. Uh, uh, who they are not they are not the judge for what we are doing, right?
Yes,
Uh, if they are judgmental, doesn't change me. The example we give is about elephant. If the dogs are barking, the elephant doesn't care. Similarly, a devotee doesn't care if people are just kind of abusing. A devotee understands that there is, as I said, we can understand that as soon as you see that a person, just like a one is intoxicated, uh, or I think we came across the example of a mad person, right? Jada Bharat, in that Rahugan, um, Jada Bharat is telling to Rahugan, what did he say? What is the purpose of punishing a mad person? What will happen? A mad person will he change because his madness needs a medicine, uh, not punishment. Sometimes we think that punishment is the medicine. If I slap him, if I slap her, or if I scold him, if I rebuke, I think this will make him to not commit this mistake. But that will only temporary solution. The genuine thing is what? We need to provide the medicine. What is the medicine? Pray to the Lord. Pray, Lord, yeah. And actually, there is even one practical technique in case when we are talking about family in at home and all. So, if at all a person with whom such relationships are not going well, somehow or the other, if they do Manglarti together, mm, because after all, these are glorifying the spiritual master and the Lord, seeking his blessings. If one genuinely asks power to overcome this, then the Lord helps. This is another inputs for that. Yeah,
yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Yes, Hemagori Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah, actually, desire also came into picture. You said like,
Anchoring. Okay.
yeah, desire. Yeah. So desire is, that's what my question, hankering. So desire is also a kind of hankering, right, Prabhuji? Because material desire is like we try to fulfill it. Suppose I want to
To
buy a
en
car.
to achieve desires is hankering.
Yeah, so material desire,
Yeah.
spiritual desire is not right. So,
No,
like,
spiritual desires to practice bhakti is not a problem. After all, because we didn't had that strong desire, we are in a problem.
thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Any other questions before we go to the next verse? Parth Prabhu, all clear?
Yes, Prabhu, it's all clear. I don't have any question, but I felt something. Just want to share, like, if we have hankering about any material desire, I guess, I mean, I feel that God fulfills that desire, but in some way, at some point of time, it 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 brings some distress.
Yeah, if he wants us to learn from it, he could create it, because sometimes it all depends what are we, how do we learn, the patterns. If I am a learner by doing, then yeah, Lord puts us that we do it and then learn. If I am a first class devotee where just by hearing I will rectify, then he will not put us into that. Yeah. So
Yes, Prabhu.
a simple thing is that if someone is blessed with lot of riches, the Lord wants to teach him in one way. Uh, some people, some people
Yes,
are taught like, okay, they are put in a very simple life, and then or more troublesome life, and teach from there. Uh, so they are different. Yeah, a teacher is an expert how to train his student depending on his capacity caliber.
yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, right. Now, do we want to learn the method of how to actually transcend this modes of material nature? We know, okay, what are the qualities, how to identify a person who is a sadhu, uh, how to overcome this. Mm. How could someone become like that? How is someone like that? And this Prabhupada has quoted many times in many references. Who would like to read this?
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Uh, Mamsya, you need to read the translation or from the shloka?
Shloka translation purport.
Yeah, Mamshayo Vyapik Charena Bhakti Yogena Sevate Sa Gunan Samat Samatityatan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Translation: one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level Brahman, Purport. This verse is a reply to Arjuna's third question: what is the means of attaining to the transcendental position? As explained before, the material world is acting under the spell of the modes of material nature. One should not be disturbed by the activities of the modes of nature. Instead of putting his consciousness into such activities, he may transfer his consciousness to Krishna activities. Krishna activities are known as Bhakti Yoga, always acting for Krishna. This includes not only Krishna but its different planetary expansions such as Rama and Narayana. He has innumerable expansions. One who is engaged in the service of any of the forms of Krishna or of his planetary expansions in considered to be transcendental situated. One should also note that all the forms of Krishna are fully transcendental, blissful, full of knowledge, and eternal. Such personalities of Godhead are omnipotent and omniscient, and they possess all transcendental qualities. So, if one engages himself in the service of Krishna or his planetary expansions is with unfailing determination, although these modes of material nature are very difficult to overcome, one can overcome them easily. This has already been explained in the 7th chapter. One who surrenders unto Krishna at once surmounts the influence of the modes of material nature. To be in Krishna consciousness or in devotional service means to acquire equality with Krishna. The Lord says that his nature is eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. And the living entities are the are part and parcel of the Supreme. As gold particles are part of a gold mine, thus the living entity in his spiritual position is as good as Krishna in quality. The difference of individuality continues, otherwise there would be no question of Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means that the Lord is there, the devotees is there, and the activities of exchange of love between the Lord and the devotees is there. Therefore, the individuality of two persons is present present in the present in the supreme personality of Godhead and individual person. Otherwise, there would be no meaning to Bhakti Yoga. If one is not situated in the same transcendental position with the Lord, one cannot serve the Supreme Lord. To be personal assistant to a king, one must acquire the qualifications. Thus, the qualification is to become Brahman, are freed from all material contaminations. It is said in the Vedic literature, Brahmaiva san Brahmape iti. One can attain the supreme Brahman by becoming Brahman. This means that one must qualitatively become one with Brahman by attainment of Brahman. One does not lose his eternal Brahman identity as an individual soul. Hare Krishna.
Can you hear me? Sorry. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Sorry. So this is the secret of success. If you want to know what is the secret to attain success, have anyone heard about this something called escape rooms? Played some game like that? You'll be just locked up in a room, and then yeah, if you don't solve it, then you are locked in
Yeah.
it. And then the key we are looking, every one of us are looking for the key. Yeah. And then there are some problems, there are some puzzles, there are some troubles and all. After all, to do what? To get the key, right? Huh? Why? Because that is the key. With that key only we can open the doors. And otherwise, we may have to repeat. Of course, people may be appreciate. After some time, after the time is out, do you like to still solve your problem? If someone has played this escape rooms, after that 1 hour is gone, right? Until then, everyone is quite very passionate. Come on, that they try to solve the puzzles and all this thing. After 1 hour is over, then yeah, you don't care. Yeah, because you feel yeah you are a loser. When you have a fair chance of success, then you are really trying it. And this verse is assuring us that yes, there is a chance of success. It's not like we are put in this and then uh, whether you solve it now or not, there is no value. No, this verse is telling that yes, how to attain is mamcha yo vyabhisharena bhakti yogena sevate. So vyabhicharin, vyabhichari, right? This word is used, at least to my knowledge, is um, to call someone who is adulterated or one who is impure, who indulges in uh, what do you call this? Non-marital affairs. Mm, One who does, um, one who indulges in doing things wrong. Avyabhichari means without fail. A person who does without fail. So in that way, we see Vyabhichare is Achari, is one who is a practitioner, and Vyabhichari means one who is doing something wrong. But if one does without failing, what? Bhakti Yoga, Sagunan, Samatityetan. Samatitya means transcending. Atit, yeah, Samatitya, Etan, all these Brahma Bhuta Bhuyaya Kalpate. Then he is attaining that platform. He's attaining that platform. And now all of us understand that this ocean of design, this ocean of suffering, this ocean is very, very deep. We have whatever, whatever my plans are. It's not happening always. So which means I'm not the master. Whatever I want, I'm not getting it. I'm not the master. Uh, Whatever uh, false promises, all those promises that I kept didn't happen. So we understand that I am under the influence of this nature. So one may come out of it uh, by knowledge and by scrutinizing, uh, and yeah, knowledge and speculation. These are two things through which one can understand. Yeah, intelligence. Through with that, I can understand. I can come above this. I'm in the ocean, but I can come out. And but it's very important that after we come out, what should we do? Uh, it is not that, okay, bhakti has brought me out, and after I am free from all the sufferings. Yeah, you know what, Parth Prabhu, I was struggling. I was struggling in the uh, fire of this material world. I was not having a job. You know what? When I'm not having a job, the society is seeing me down. No recognition, no money, and all these things. I'm burning, burning, burning. I go to temple. Huh? When I go to temple, what I do is I'm praying, 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 and one fine day, uh, we get a job. We get a call letter. What is it called? Not call it. Uh, yeah, I think yeah, we get a
Offer letter.
job and offer letter, right? And then yes, now the life is uh, after all not so burning, right? Yeah, so now things are comfortable, no deadlines, nothing. Whatever I was in a panic mode, all these things are gone. Slowly, our attention can go where? Huh? To settle, right? We don't want to go through that same problems, to the same struggles. Yeah, we are more scared. We don't want it. And then when we were trusting that everything is in the hands of the Lord and we went to the Lord and we got it, why are we not putting the same faith in the Lord after that? Huh? We tend to think, oh, Lord may not help me, isn't it? Huh? Why are we, after all, when we were relying more on the Lord blessings, afterwards, why are we forgetting, ignoring? No, don't we see such situations? Huh? People, when they want good marks, they go to the Lord. When they want good job, they go to Lord. When they want good wife, they go to the Lord. After all these things, what is happening? When all these facilities are provided, oh, then what happens? Then one may forget the Lord, right? No, 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 no. Come on. How can you say that, Prabhu? I remember the Lord every time. But what am I'm doing? When we appreciate, hey Lord, you have done everything for me, but are we doing something to the Lord? No, it becomes our responsibility, right? Adhirasa Prabhu, you asked for some favor from yeah, Madhu Prabhu. Madhu Prabhu gave it. Hmm? Are you
Yes,
not
Prabhu.
indebted to it? Are you not indebted to him
Yes, yes.
or Madhu Prabhu?
Prabhuji,
How do,
all right.
how do we deal with indebted when we are indebted? We look for opportunity to yeah, to offer some service to the person, right?
Yes,
Unless we are very, very selfish that we don't see, because after all, when you got this help, the other person has sacrificed for you something, right? Mm. Oh, no, 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 he has some extra, so he can give. Why should he give you only when he has more? He can give to someone else, to his relatives. Why did he give to you only? The Lord, do you think that you are the only person who are such a in a hopeless condition in the world? Lord has so many children who are even far more struggling than you, right? No, don't we see that? No, Ajay Prabhu.
We tend to forget when we get lot. Uh,
Yes, and that is the reason why we are still running in the cycle again and again. As soon as we forget the Lord, what will happen? As soon as we forget the Lord, what is happening?
The cycle will start again, the
Yes.
cycle of misery.
Yes. Uh, so at least through that learning, we understand, oh, next time I should be serious. Uh, Next time I should be serious because I made a false commitment. I made a, genuine relationship is all about, yeah, if someone helps me, I have to definitely help him, right? Or I have to serve him. Someone served us, we can't just think, hey, I am after all the master, I should get service. No, when that service was not there, our situation we know very well. Uh, there is always a, we are sitting on a time bomb, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So here we see that one who
That
engages in
Prabhuji.
full, yes.
So Prabhuji, is it my karma that is not getting me job? Uh, if I got the job, it is my karma. If I get misery, it is also my karma.
Yeah.
There are many in the market. They are getting the job, nice
Okay.
job, and yeah, if I got, yeah, it is my
Okay.
karma.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also your karma, right? But then you are getting this good or bad, someone is approving it, right?
Mhm.
Someone has to approve your, yeah, file.
Mhm.
Your good karma or bad karma. Who is that?
Mhm.
Uh, and then one has to reward you. Yeah, just like, okay, you are an employee of a company. You have worked. Do you think that yeah, because you worked, you should get salary? You may think, yeah, you should get salary, but if the company is not giving, what can you do? Yeah,
Yeah.
with all due effort, you have done it. There is no question about it. They have done it. Huh? The question may come, okay, company, the manager is a materialist company, but what about the Lord who is transcendentalist? Why will he ill treat me? He will still see that, okay, yeah, he's saying, okay, karma. I think he is just asking Kim, Kim Tad Karma. Arjuna is asking, and Krishna is explaining. It is all uh, bhuta bhavo. Eight. I think it comes seven or five. Okay. No, this is not. Uh, so this is also. Actually, it should come maybe the next. Yeah. So here, bhuta bhavodvega. From where is it coming? This karma. Bhuta bhavodbhava karo. Uh, Bhuta bhava. Udbhava. Udbhava means we know, right? What is udbhava? Coming out. Udbhava means to create or produce. The material body of living entities is coming from what? Karma. So the Lord is definitely saying this. Karma is the cause. But who is the controller of this karma? Visarga karma samyitaha. So he's saying that uh, this, let me, in the same chapter, there is further explanation about this is one. Yeah. So this is what is Arjuna asking. Yeah. And the Supreme Lord is saying action pertaining to the development of material bodies is what is karma. So because we are doing something in the mode of passion, ignorance, or goodness, that's why we are going to the cycles, and then we do something. It's because of fruitful activities what we have done. So if someone is enjoying something, someone is suffering something, yeah, there's definitely what he has done. The Lord is allotting, whether it is good or bad. Yeah. So and the Lord is, yeah. the one who is giving the Anumanta permission that these things can happen.
So, Prabhuji,
So,
is it when someone prays and get the job, is it something more that he gets than the other persons who does not pray at
uh,
all and get the job? So it means
okay,
that the person who has after praying the Lord, he has got something more than what was had to be given by karma, or
yeah,
it is the it does not matter. It will come anyway after
yeah,
as per the karma.
that's very nice question. So now your case is being discussed in the court, and the judge is there. He's seeing what did you do, what did you not do, and are you convict or you. So these things are being discussed, and when everything is there, where you have really committed something, right? Then what will happen is that you are supposed to get punished. But then, if the punishment is for 14 years, but you say, hey, really, yeah, in front of judge, you say, hey, I really committed this out of my ignorance, out of my foolishness. I'm really repenting for it. Then your punishment is reduced, right?
Yes.
Yeah. At least from the law book, the book is not telling, hey, okay, after hearing to all your reasons, yeah. So um, you are supposed to get punished for 14 years. The law is clearly telling it. But the judge is seeing your genuinity, your repentance, and then seeing, okay, these things means he has transformed. Let's reduce. Or even if you're put in a jail, right, after all this case and everything hearing, if you show rectification, uh, that you are transformed for good, then yeah, even your punishment of 14 years will be reduced later. So there is some factor of influence, right? What you do.
Right.
Huh? So similarly, when we're talking about, yeah, you have attained something, yeah, you have done it, yeah, for that you are rewarded. That is fine. But ultimately, still, uh, if one is thinking that, okay, because I worked hard, I am supposed to enjoy, then one is caught up in this cycle of birth and death because he is expecting a result. Uh, Karma, right? Vikarma and akarma. When we talk about karma, yeah, when he is just getting enjoy, he will be given a higher planet. Yeah, where he earned it, that's fine, but what is the value of it? Huh? It's only temporary thing, right? If someone gets a job because he worked very hard, what is so great in it? After all, Lord has created such a system working according to that system, and he got a job, isn't it? If there is no company, will you be able to work somewhere in that company?
Mhm.
You know who is great? Because you are a worker, you are great, or the one who has created the working job is great.
Yes, creator is creator.
Yeah. And if there is no creator, nothing, no business. Yeah. So we may say that, hey, it's all my hard earned. I worked hard. I spent 18 hours a day without sleep and all those things. Yeah, we have seen so many students have studied very hard day and night. Not everyone is getting rank one. Yeah, I don't know if you have heard yesterday's 4 hour. Now someone was saying, "Hey, you are very blessed." No, so he said, "No, the last but one presenter, yeah, he has cleared chartered accountant in one go. Usually, it's very difficult. Chartered accountants, CAs are not so easy. They spend many years. Even they may start as a student, they may finish by the time, yeah, when they are 50s. It's not so easy. But this person was successful. He cleared it one. And then the anchor was asking, what is the secret of it? He just said, just my luck. Huh? He just said, oh, it's just my luck because I just studied what I thought are important. Like I focused on this with some numbers and what analysis I have to do. I did it. But what is the guarantee that what he studied only 30%, uh, or he left 30%, he studied only 70%, and then the questions came from that. So he said, yeah. So luck is a factor, right? And now tell me, who is giving this luck? You think that it's your karma? That's why this luck is coming. Do we call that as luck? If I worked and I got it, is it luck?
Probably if somebody, yeah, if he has worked, then maybe we'll get more opportunity or more possibility. He will succeed.
Yeah, the probability is there, but what is the guarantee? What is
Yeah,
the
but
guarantee?
Prabhu, this is not definitely not luck. Of course, it is my karma. Like maybe that person have done something good, or maybe there is some good in his past karma. That's why he got cleared in the first attempt. Because everything is having some reason. I mean, without
This is
cause,
this
nothing
is
happens.
this is our understanding, and this is our problem because we are removing the God from the equation. Huh?
Probably if that person, so I understand that we understand that God, Lord is ultimate sanctioner of
Uh-huh.
fruit. But
Yeah.
but I mean, how if one prays, then how it changes?
Okay. So that is second part of it. Yeah. Is the first part clearer or not yet clear? We are talking about what will happen when we pray. I gave one example when you accept what you have made mistakes, your punishment is reduced, right? That is purely uh, uh, a decision of the judge, uh, right? That example is clear.
Yes.
Uh, and I think, but Parth Prabhu is still thinking that no, whatever good fortune we are enjoying, it is because of what karma that we have done in the past.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So this means that okay, whatever we have done because of only doing, that's why someone is suffering, someone is enjoying. Then there is no God, right? In your equation, there is no God.
No, Prabhu. I mean, it's not like there is no God because Karanodakshay Vishnu is lying on the
No, no,
causal
all
ocean,
that
so
is
he is
okay,
taking
but he
care of all
created.
this.
Yeah, he created, but he's not. You are suffering and you are enjoying for whatever you have done. That's it, right? That's what his understanding from this. Just like okay, I have created a playground and you play, you break whatever, or you you enjoy or you suffer. It's up to you.
No, but somebody should be there, right, to take all these accounts of my good deed and bad deeds. So that is God.
Okay, and do what? Is it only like a register to fill everything what's happening?
No, because he is only creating the situation like that in today's life. Because
He's
he have my accounts because what I have done in my past. So God have all those records. So based on that, God only creating the situation in today's life. I'm calling it as luck, but it is not luck. It is
Are you
happening for a
saying the
reason.
God is? Are you saying the God is servant of our karma?
No, he is not servant. Like he is creating the situation like that. I mean, it's happening all
Yeah, he's creating
with
because
his
we did
will.
bad karma, right? So what you're saying is because I did good karma, I did bad karma. That's why the reason Lord is creating the situation. So is he serving us? Huh?
I'm confused, Prabhu.
Hey Partha, huh? You're confused.
How can he serve us? I mean, we have to serve us, but he creates the situation like that so that.
And this is what I was telling, that Anumanta and Upadrashta. So Upadrashta, he's witnessing what we have done, whatever you said, na, accounts maintenance.
Uh,
And Anumanta, he's the one who is allowing. If he doesn't want, he can stop it. That is the control, this proprietor, supreme controller. Yeah, you have worked hard, whether you are to be paid or not, it's still the discretion. Yeah, this is the word. I was looking, discretion of the owner, right?
yes.
But Prabhuji, as he is not what you say, that not biased, he will give the result according to,
Yes,
yeah, according to karma.
correct,
So here
correct.
is it not
But
like
need
some
not be.
passive
But
uh, judgment that yeah, if you pray for before the interview, will it
okay,
make any difference? Will Lord interfere in the result?
Lord
Or
can
will he?
interfere always. He can always interfere. He is looking for what is our free will. Uh, as soon as we turn towards him, then he can take control of what we want. Just like uh, if someone is working for you, right? If someone is working for you, you will direct him what needs to be done, isn't it?
Yes,
Right?
Prabhu.
If someone is accepting your supremacy, or someone says, "Hey, you are my boss," then the boss will tell what you should do. And this is what is bhakti all about. Bhakti is all about saying that I am your servant, please engage me in your service. Then he will allot work accordingly. And of course, karma is there, and whatever bad we have done, if Lord wants, he can clear it off. Yeah. Sarva dharma parijanja mamekam sharanam raja. And what is that? Ahatvam sarva papebhyo mokshayashyami ma suchana. He's saying, hey, all your sins, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. So sins are coming from karma. But Krishna is saying, if you surrender to me, what is happening? I'll take care of it.
Yes, so the Lord will create or give
Yes,
good always.
yes. It's only like because we are not turning towards him. That's why. So he's saying, okay, yeah, you can enjoy the fun of karma. Okay.
So Prabhuji, it's like two different things, right? So one is where
Yeah.
one does the karma, and then there is no God factor in that, right? It's karma. So it's depending on
Yes.
good, he gets
A
good, depending on
non-devotee,
bad, he gets bad.
yeah, a non-devotee is
Yeah,
driven by karma, cycle of
exactly.
karma. Yeah.
And then there is this akarma where
Yes.
the devotee comes into picture, and then God has, let's say, the power to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but that's still, Sagar Prabhu, what we are discussing is, it is very, I mean, we are not talking about akarma yet. Akarma is very clear. As soon as someone is doing akarma, then he is not even coming into the cycle of karma. We are talking about his historical karma activities and how the Lord deals with that. Yeah, you getting it? Hello?
Okay, so it's something in
So it is
between
something,
karma and akarma.
we are talking about our past deeds. Yeah. And then if I become a devotee, if I'm praying to the Lord, what will happen? That is what we are discussing. Which means uh, power of prayer. By practicing bhakti yoga, how can one be uh, relieved? Uh, and when we're talking about bhakti, bhakti means to surrender. And to the level of surrender we go, to that level of protection the Lord gives. So, which means the Lord is whole and soul. He can grant us protection against any kind of situation. Because after all, it is like pulling out someone who is drowning in water, right? He can, if we are praying, and then he can grant. Yeah.
Yes, but my question is, I think both are interlinked, right? So if
Yes.
we get into that direction of bhakti yoga, then it is in fact akarma.
If you're performing your activities in bhakti, then it is akarma.
Yeah.
That is fine. That is fine. That will not give you anything. No material results. No bad, no good. That is
Yeah.
fine. What about our past? We did something. So how to rectify, how to overcome, how to come out of it? Is it that only like, let me enjoy all the good things I have done, let me suffer all bad things I have done, then the equation will become automatically zero? Huh? In the meantime, what we will do, because our propensities are not changed, because we are not into devotion, what may happen is we may commit more sins. We may go in the cycle again. Or maybe no, if I practice akarma, offering everything, I was told that I have to give everything to the Lord. Oh, let me do it so that all the earnings I'm giving to the Lord. But if I'm not practicing bhakti, we are still thinking only about karma yoga, right? Okay, but where is the bhakti coming? Is uh, when we don't do it, then what will happen? There is the cycle going on again, again, again. So we are talking about bhakti yoga, which is in a more clear or accurate sense that okay, by practicing bhakti, everything can be rectified. Even the propensity to work properly for the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop here. Are there any other questions quickly on this topic? No. Then thank you very much. वज्रकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Oh, by the way, Gaur Prabhu, Prabhu, did your question answered or I don't know? He left anyway. Parth Prabhu, for you?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hare
After
Krishna,
all,
Prabhuji.
he is the one. God is the one. So he can, his decision is the final decision.
Otherwise, yeah, godless civilization will grow because we think, hey, it's all about I. Then where
Mm,
is the God? Yeah.
yes, Prabhu. Correct.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.